1 2 1 2. Hey, what's going on, guys? I think you guys should be able to hear me fine. But yeah, I came back from the dead for one thing only. I'm honestly not even gonna script this video. This is all just like from just a hot take live. Doing it right real quick so that I can just talk about it with you guys. And this news was so big that it brought me back from the dead, and I just couldn't sleep on this one. I had to talk about it on my channel. But yeah, we'll talk about me coming back and doing other videos hopefully another time. For right now, I just want to focus on this, man. This is too big. Microsoft, Xbox, buying Activision Blizzard. Holy shit, that's some big stuff, man. Like, I don't even know where to start. Like, there were so many rumors about acquisitions happening. For a while now, ever since the Bethesda acquisitions a few years back. Was it a year back or something like that? People were saying that Microsoft was going to do it again, but nobody really expected it to be Activision. This was probably the biggest acquisition they could have made ever, and they just did it just like that. I honestly don't even know how Microsoft just gets away with it. I mean, I know, but you know what I mean? It's just $70 billion. They just spent it like nothing. This company is rich, and I just wanted to talk about like what does this mean, and like what games are we gonna miss out on PlayStation now because of it? Because thinking about it now, like Call of Duty is the biggest thing that you can think of right now. Call of Duty, of course they own like a bunch of other things like what's this? Tony Hawk. They own Crash, Spyro. Then they have all the Blizzard stuff that is mostly PC, to be fair. So that's not really gonna change. That doesn't really matter as much. It's gonna strengthen their their lineup on PC at the very least. Maybe they can start offering those games on Xbox too. But for sure, games from Activision that were console mainstream, like Call of Duty and whatever else they had, it's now gonna be only on Xbox, and that's just insane. Like, honestly, and the biggest question everybody from the beginning starts to wonder is, how is Sony going to respond to this? What is going to happen with this? So honestly, I just don't know. I honestly don't know, because Sony is very tricky. Traditionally, Sony doesn't like to spend that much money when it comes to acquisitions. This last year, they made like 5 small acquisitions with teams and stuff like that. They have Blue Point, Housemark, but those to me, in my opinion, those were acquisitions that they should have been made a long time ago. And the fact that it took them that long to make those acquisitions just shows Sony really wasn't about the buying left and right strategy that Microsoft had. And I don't blame them. They don't have the same kind of money that Microsoft has. Microsoft is a multi-trillion dollar company. I think they're like almost 3 trillion now. And Sony hasn't even reached the trillion. They're not even close, to be honest. They're like 130 billion as their market value right now. So Sony's way smaller, even though that's still a lot of money. So their spending speed can't just be as easy as Microsoft. Like, But people are still wondering, like, are they kind of forced now? Like, because before it was like, okay, sure, we partner with them, but we don't really need to like buy them or like secure them as exclusives, as like studios that we buy. But now, when we look at it this way, I don't know if Sony wants to risk that anymore. So you gotta wonder, like, are they gonna look at publishers like Square Enix? Will they look at publishers like Take-Two? And Take-Two is almost 20 billion, so that alone, even the suggestion is high key a stretch to even mention. But honestly, I just want to see what's gonna happen. Like, cause this is no matter how you feel about Activision, no matter how bad you think their games are, Call of Duty makes too much money. Every year is consistently the #1 seller. Every single year, out of every game, Call of Duty is always the #1 seller. That's a lot of money that Sony's gonna lose out on. If, say, for example, I wouldn't expect it this year, because this year, like, I'm positive the Call of Duty is still coming this year to PlayStation. But starting next year, Sony's gonna lose a lot of money from those third party 30% cut that they get from third party games on their PlayStation Store. A lot of that money, millions and millions of dollars, are just gonna be gone for Sony. They're not gonna have that big first-person shooter on the console. Now they don't even have anything like that anymore, because Microsoft pretty much has all the Western RPGs, and they're pretty much hugging down all the first-person shooters, at least the popular ones, to their platform. So I'm just very curious, what the hell is Sony going to do? Are they going to just bite the bullet and shell out as much money as they can as like a reaction to this? Or are they going to be more methodical in how they react to this? What kind of strategy? Did they even know about this? Because, you know, that's another thing we got to think about. Like, maybe Sony did like see this maybe a few days and weeks or before we found out. But it's definitely gonna be, and maybe they did, because you know they've been partnered with Activision for years now, ever since the beginning of the PS4 era. So maybe they got word of this, you know, and they've been planning for this. You know, hopefully we'll see. But for now, my guess is that maybe Sony is definitely gonna look into a publisher. That this is just my thoughts. Like, I'm not confirming anything, but in my opinion, I think Sony definitely starts looking more seriously at publishers like Square Enix and Take-Two. In my opinion, those are the ones that will make the biggest difference for Sony. One, because Take-Two has 2K, that makes a lot of money every year as well, and they also have Grand Theft Auto, which cannot be overlooked by anybody. Not even Microsoft with Activision can just simply overlook GTA, because GTA has been a juggernaut in the gaming industry with like sales and generating money with GTA Online and Red Dead Online and Red Dead Redemption. All of those. Take-Two has a lot of great IP and talent. So maybe if Sony was somehow like able to work it out, maybe get some loans going depth to acquire this publisher. Maybe they could do that, and I feel like that would be the one that they could more attainably get with like loans or something. I don't know exactly how that will work, so don't quote me. I think EA is just too out of the question for Sony. Sony's not Microsoft. They're not going to spend like 40-50 billion just to acquire publishers. Sony definitely not going to do that. So I think the highest Sony could possibly ever, even like, and like I said before, it's a stretch, would be like the highest would be Take-Two. Beyond under that could probably be something like Square Enix. I think that's everyone's first pick. Then you got people like Capcom. Who else you got? You got Sega. But now we're starting to get into smaller territory. So, if we really want Sony to like really have something on their own that makes a lot of money and that keeps them relevant, as opposed to Microsoft, you know, acquiring everything, they should probably look at Take-Two and Square Enix. I think that makes the most sense. But you guys, let me know what you guys think. Please share your thoughts below. I'm very curious. This is definitely one of the most crazy things that I've heard all year, and yeah, man, honestly, at this point I've been trying to get bummed out of it, because to be honest, I don't even play Call of Duty like that anymore, but it still sucks a lot for a lot of people that just got their PlayStation for Call of Duty and stuff. You know, PlayStation was the prime platform for Call of Duty ever since the PS4. So yeah, now all of a sudden it's just back to Xbox, you know, and exclusively most likely. Probably Warzone is gonna be on PlayStation. Anyways, I have to end this video. I'm talking too much now. I'm just stretching the time. So yeah. If you guys like this video, please leave a like. Comment down whatever the fuck you want. Honestly, I just want to have, like, you know, interesting conversation with you people about whatever. So leave your thoughts down below. Maybe I'll make another video, part 3, baby, of Sony acquisitions that we can dream big, because Sony is definitely hurting. So yeah. Anyways, I appreciate you guys. Love you. Have a good one, and peace.